They're all set. Ready to run. First of 9. Gates are back, off and racing. And Omnipoti actually stepped away last in the field. KELVINATER was the first to get going. Away quickly also is Major Mario driving forward. And Busak's going to find itself up outside of KELVINATER when they settle properly. A length and a half pull the trigger. Down on the inside is Fortune's Luck. And a gap behind those, the Spruker. And a clear last of all is Omnipoti. And so as they go down the side, and they've got about 900 left to go. KELVINATER leads the way by 3/4 of a length. Running second is Busak, a length and a half. Away then is Major Mario travelling up there third. Fourth is Fortune's Luck. Followed then by Pull the Trigger and a gap, the Spruker and Omnipoti. Coming up to the turn, 400 left to go, and KELVINATER the leader, a length and a half to Busak. Immediately came off the bridle, followed by Major Mario, Fortune's Luck, Pull the Trigger, but KELVINATER races away from them. At the 250, KELVINATER by 2, getting up on the rail, Fortune's Luck. Major Mario comes down the outside, but KELVINATER's still clear. About 75 left to go. The Spruker's charging home. KELVINATER's in front. The Spruker's going to lunge. KELVINATER beat the Spruker. Major Mario, Fortune's Luck, Pull the Trigger. Omnipoti disappointing, and so was Busak.
KELVINATER takes out the opener here at Ascot. He bounces back to his best. Obviously, we touched upon the gear change that they made last week, Michael, and they completely reversed it, and it was KELVINATER back to his best.
Yeah, absolutely. Off the 7-day spin, it was a really good run 2 starts ago when he sat outside the speed and ran second to Let's Talk. Then last start, the crossover noseband went on, but he went terrible. I wasn't sure whether it was because of that gear, the gear that day, or the soft 6 track, but looking at his wet track record, he's run well on both soft and heavy tracks previously, so I just had to put it down to that crossover noseband. Fred Kersley must have as well, because he ripped it straight back off today. He finds an easy lead and a great result for Taj Dyson. He's now ridden 2 Metro winners in the space of a week after his lengthy layoff, and his comeback has been an almighty success, so well done to Taj.
Absolutely, well said, Michael. And the punters didn't forget to back KELVINATER, $9.50 into $7 later, and it was a lovely ride from young Taj Dyson. As you said, Michael, Taj on a Wednesday afternoon, he spoke about the fact that the win for Mitch Pateman aboard Lord Shiva meant a lot for him, but I suspect this might mean a little bit more, booting one home for his Hall of Fame grandfather in Fred Kersley.
100%. It's great to see Taj riding for his pop. Fred Kersley, the Hall of Famer. Hopefully he is on course here today. I think this will be a wonderful interview. No doubt Fred would be very, very proud of his grandson as well. He lost a stack of weight, Taj, to be able to come back and ride the way he is, and he's been riding really well in the provincial areas. He's now brought that form to the metro area, and he's ridden 2 city winners in the space of 4 days.
Absolutely. I'll catch up with Fred Kersley for a word now. Mr. Kersley, Fred, congratulations on the win. We spoke about the gear changes you made with this horse heading into his last start. Clearly it didn't work, and you've reversed it and you got the result you wanted.
Yeah, I thought it might have been worth a try, but it wasn't. That's just another mistake.
Coming into today, were you always confident in the condition of the horse, that he was going well enough behind the scenes to produce a result like that?
He's a bit of a challenge, you know, like he leads them fairly easily in a 1,200 metre race and then gets tired, but at the 1,400 he's lasted it, so I still got to ask myself, why is that? I think he's his own worst enemy. He just goes too hard. But I think it's his 3rd win at 1,400, so he's not able to win at 12 but gets to 14.
With that in mind, were you impressed with young Taj's ride, just to continue to set an even tempo throughout, because he had the whole field off the bridle coming to the home turn?
Yeah, look, I suppose, you know, the quality of the field helped, but Taj is a good rider, there's no question about that, and he's had that battle with weight, but in terms of ability, he's a good rider.
Well, obviously you know Taj almost better than anyone. What have you made of his comeback over the last few months? Clearly this has been a big week for him in the saddle.
Challenging for him, but then again racing is challenging, so it's a good lesson.
It certainly is. Well said, well done.
See you, pal.
There's Fred Kersley after the win of KELVINATER. Always a man of few but very wise words. When Fred Kersley speaks, you certainly have to listen, Michael. And as Fred said, racing's a hard game. Taj, he's done it hard over the last 12, 18, 24 months, but nice to see him get some continuity back into his riding, and he's really reaping the rewards of that.
Yeah, 100%, and I imagine that continuity would only help him at the moment because he is a natural heavyweight rider. He put on a fair bit of weight, and just the amount he's grown as well. He just really exploded once he hit that sort of 18, 19 age, and I'm sure riding regularly helps him keep his weight down, and these are the rewards he gets. Taj, first city winner back on Wednesday. How's this one feel to do it on a Saturday and for your pop, the Hall of Famer Fred Kersley?
Yeah, I wouldn't have rather had me first 2 city winners back for anyone else other than Mitchell and Pop, maybe Mum, but no, I was confident coming into today. If he shows up, he's more than good enough for this company, but he's a tricky horse. Like Pop does a very good job with him at home because he's very up and about and not easy to handle. So no, I had a bit of confidence coming into today.
You were able to get a pretty easy lead in front, it looked like, and he was always going to give you a nice kick on straightening.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he always jumps really quick out the gates, and the first furlong, I think the key is to let him roll. If you kind of fight him too much, he tends to spit the chewy out and he wants to hang and do a little bit wrong. But no, coming into the top of the straight, I thought I had enough underneath me.
Great result, well done.
No worries, thank you.
There's Taj Dyson. It's a family result in the opener here at Ascot. He combines with his grandfather Fred Kersley and KELVINATER to take out the Tap Touch Westby Platinum Handicap.